Korah's rebellion. Even as the sentence of 40 years of wandering was pronounced, the Eternal did not abandon his people. He did not leave their destiny unguided. Through Moses, he began to teach them what life would look like when their children finally inherited the Promised Land. Speaking of the beautiful, voluntary gifts they would bring, the laws of the drink and grain offerings. For every law given, the lesson was clear. Obedience would bring blessing, and deliberate defiance would bring judgment. God set out a provision for the sincere, unintentional mistake, a path of forgiveness for the one who sinned through ignorance. But for the soul who acted with a high hand, willfully despising the command, there was no atonement. That soul would be cut off. To help them always remember his commands, the Eternal gave them one more sign, the command to wear tassels, or tzit, on the corners of their garments. This visible reminder was to anchor their hearts, so they would not follow the wandering desires of their eyes and their hearts, but always look to God's statutes. For a while, the camp walked in weary obedience. But resentment is a slow poison. 3 powerful men, Korah, a Levite who craved the priesthood, and Dathan and Abiram from the tribe of Reuben, began to stir up trouble, gathering 250 chieftains who were also filled with envy. "You take too much upon yourselves," they accused Moses and Aaron. "The whole congregation is holy, and the Eternal is among them. Why then do you exalt yourselves above the assembly of the Eternal?" It was a brilliant, deadly lie that the structure God chose was merely Moses' own ambition. Moses fell on his face in profound grief. Rising, Moses set the terms for the test. "Tomorrow morning, let Korah and his company take censers and put fire and incense in them. The man whom the Eternal chooses, he shall be holy. It is enough for you, sons of Levi, that you should seek the priesthood also." Moses then sent a summons to Dathan and Abiram, but they sent back a contemptuous reply. "We will not come up. Is it a small thing that you have brought us out of a land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness? And will you also lord it over us?" The next morning, Korah and his entire company, 250 men, stood at the door of the tent of meeting, ready for the contest. Suddenly, the glory of the Eternal appeared to all the congregation. The debate was over, only judgment remained. "Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment," the Eternal commanded. Moses and Aaron interceded once more for the people. Then Moses turned to the congregation and commanded, "Depart now from the tents of these wicked men. Touch nothing of theirs, lest you be consumed in all their sin." As soon as Moses finished speaking, the ground under Dathan and Abiram split apart with a terrible, gaping sound. The earth opened its mouth and swallowed them, their families, and all their possessions, and they went down alive into the pit. At the very same moment, a fierce fire burst forth from the Eternal and consumed the 250 men who offered the incense, including Korah. The people scattered, crying in terror, "Flee, for the earth will swallow us up also." Korah's rebellion taught the Israelites, and us today, a vital, fearful truth. God's authority is not a popularity contest. When he establishes a structure, be it law or leadership, disrespecting that structure is disrespecting him. Our path to destiny is found not in seizing power, but in humbly following the leaders God has appointed, trusting his chosen ways.